Hey, everybody, welcome. We are live from the playroom, and I'm so excited to be here. And here we go. All right. So today we are going to take a first look at Formaloo. This is my new forms and surveys and all kinds of anything that you need for a form where you're gathering information um, and wanting to put that kind of in a central place. This is a great tool. I got it on a lifetime deal, and you know how I love my lifetime deals from AppSumo. So let's get started and take a look. One cool thing about this is that they also have a mobile app and they also have an integration with WordPress. So this is a win-win-win in my book, um, because it has a lot of different features to be able to just get to it everywhere. So let's take a look at their product settings really quick. So you can see there is a form and quiz builder. We have logic and calculator and a database in the back end. You can do live quizzes, polls, and reports. And there is real-time reports and analytics. There's a lot of pre-built templates, which is really cool because nobody likes a blank screen to get started with. So that's really nice. It has a lot of SEO settings and a lot of different things. So let's jump in. So we have a lot of templates and a lot of things that we can use. All right, so let's go really quick to the pricing and take a look at the regular pricing. So this is if you do not catch the AppSumo deal, because I would really recommend the AppSumo deal. So we have our free plan. We have 5 databases and apps. That probably means just like 5 surveys and forms. We have the $9 per user per month. So that's unlimited forms, and you can accept payments and do a lot more with workflow and automation and so forth. And believe this or the Pro is what you get with the AppSumo deal. So for $19 a month, you remove the Formaloo branding and you get some more cloud storage and admin tools and so forth. So, and that's of course if you pay annually, and if you pay monthly, it jumps up quite a bit. So $49 per user per month for the Pro and $19 per user per month for the Plus. So that's a big jump. All right, and if we look at our apps and templates, so this put me into my account, I believe. Yes, I am logged in. So we can take a look at kind of the different things that they have pre-built, and then we can also take a look at just kind of doing one from scratch. So as far as templates, they have booking and order forms. They have various business forms, some education forms. It looks like some quizzes and class registration and so forth. Event forms, so webinar registration, HR and people, kind of collecting different things for your HR department or your new employee onboarding, some healthcare, booking an appointment, a little quiz about procrastination, job applications, lead generation. So this can be in conjunction with your email marketing, or if you don't quite have email marketing yet, you could definitely kind of get this started and start collecting some emails before you have a full email marketing setup. We also have lots of different things for logic and conditions. And then you can do multi-page setups, and you can do quizzes, registration. We took a look at some of the registration options, remote working, just different things that would fit in there. A single page, surveys and questionnaires, which is really nice, especially if you're doing online courses. And then the widgets are really cool too. So there's a little like widget for just how do you feel about this kind of thing. So here's the feedback widget, and then you can kind of just boom, and then help us understand why and send. So very quick little kind of response to your website or to your live stream or anything like that. So lots of different things. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's play with maybe a quiz. So let's go over to quizzes. And let's do the color quiz. Why not? Quizzes are always fun, right? So here we have our background. So there's lots of design settings. You can have an animated background. You can have different colors with everything. You can add some CSS even. So lots of different settings there. And then we have personality test by colors. Discover your personality with your favorite color. So first we're going to pick a favorite color, and then these are the answers for each one of those. So you can build a nice little widget, nice little quiz with this. And then here's our little thank you. So really sweet, really nice. We have basically just one field, and then we have some logic going in here to go to the different colors. So let's see here where we find our logic. And go over to logic. Yeah, so here we go. So we pick our favorite, and then if it's purple, it's going to jump to purple. If it's green, if it's gray, if it's blue, orange, and crimson. All right. Okay, so now that we have it done, we can go and test it out. So we'll go ahead and save. I did not save before, so and of course you can put in your own different answers to this. This is just kind of the default version of all of this. Did you enjoy this quiz? Did you enjoy this test? And we can do that. And we can do kind of our, yeah, I like that. Or we can do this. So there's a lot of different options here for the different icons here. I like that one. That's cute. All right, so let's go ahead and click on save. All right, so here's our URL. One nice thing about the AppSumo deal is that we have, it gives you a custom URL. So if you want to brand it with your own URL, you can set up forms, your brand, whatever. And then you can also in settings, change this to whatever you want. So personality quiz, that's a little long, but you get the idea. So there we go. There's our personality quiz. And then we can view it. Here we go. Personality test by colors quiz. Oh, I guess that's redundant. So test because it makes a difference. So my favorite color is this pinkish color. So we're adventurous, bold, and direct. All right. And then continue, and we'll say we loved it. And there we go. Nice little quiz. Let's go back. Let's see. I lost my thing here. So I'm just gonna exit full screen for a second. Actually, open a new window, so we can go back into full screen. Okay. Let's see, anything else I want to show you? Nice things about this is that you can show a tracking code, so that could even be like a discount code, I can imagine. You can also make it active from certain times and redirect to another URL. So this is great if you're wanting to do tripwires or send them back to your website or anything like that. You can do a timer. You can set the max number of responses. And then we have some options for payments that we'll do later. So let's oh, no, that did not work. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm back to my Formaloo. Okay, so if we go back over here, let's double check that we saved. Okay, and we can close this and go back over here. And now if we go and look, we can see all of the different forms that we've created and how many responses we have for each of the forms. And let's just do a blank one. So you kind of saw how we can get started with one from a template. Now let's just do a blank one. So our first option is, do we want a multi-step or do we want a single step? Multi-step is that really nice kind of, what's the major one that does this type form that you get kind of one question at a time. So let's do a multi-step and a title for it. So let's do feedback for a webinar, let's say. Give us your feedback. And you can add an image here and some different settings here. So we'll just do a thank you, but you saw how we can get really creative with a thank you and do a little GIF or anything that we want there. All right, so let's add some fields. So the fields are all going to go right here. So let's start with, for example, a text field. And so we can just call this name and we can make it required. And that works. And then we can get their email and make it required. I like to make the email unique. That means that I'm only getting one submission per email, which is pretty important sometimes. And then we can do maybe a date. Maybe we want to know what date the webinar was in. So webinar date. And one thing I like is that we can make this admin field only. And so we can say that this is the webinar that occurred on the 1st. And so we just kind of make it be the 1st. So I think that works. All right. And then let's see. We'll just do kind of feedback and comments, or comments. Make that one optional, and then we'll do a CSAT. So the CSAT is that kind of smiley face option of how they felt. So rate the webinar. Okay, so here we go, and you can drag and drop the different things. So that probably goes first, and then the comments. Comments is a long field text, perfect. If you need to copy any form fields, you have the copy button. You can also remove it. So there we go. So we can go and do our settings. Again, you can kind of set it to be a certain URL. You can also add different categories. The categories on the front end are the folders. So you can go in and organize all of the folders. You can limit one entry per IP. So this just makes sure that you're not getting a lot of different entries per person. And then you can open the dates so that's active. Maybe you only want responses for the webinar for like a week after the webinar takes place. So you can make it active from and to different times. And then let's say we want to redirect after we fill out the form. So there we go. There's a lot of different options there. And now we can save. We don't have any kind of logic on this one because they're filling out everything. We have multi-step. This is the design options. We can show the form title and we can show a progress bar. And you can choose a font. So lots and lots of Google fonts here that you have the options with. Let's see if we have our, yep. There's my brand font and then different colors. So you can reset the colors for everything. You can add a background, add a shadow. You can also, this is so powerful, you guys. There's so many settings on this. It's something that I have not seen this many settings since I was using kind of a corporate form tool. So we have the continue button, the start button. We can say keep going. Let's go. And keep going. Go back. All right, so we did some of those. You can also set up notifications. So you can set up notifications to yourself. You can also send a notification to the submitter so they can see what they submitted and they can see any kind of any feedback and stuff like that you have for them. So I think it's the same for each. So you don't have a lot of options there, but you can set those up, which is nice. Calculator goes into kind of doing something that's paid, and then we looked at logic and the results. So let's go ahead and save. I wanted to actually go look at it. View. All right. Okay. So feedback for webinar, we don't have an awesome background here, but you can see how a background would be really nice. And then we have our name, we have our email, and our continue. I don't think I ever saved, so that's probably why that doesn't work. And then comments, or we can leave it blank. And submit. And there it redirected, so it did good with that. All right, let's go back. All my screens here. Okay, so we can save. And there's also a setting to embed it on a website, which is really nice. So you can embed it with an iframe or a widget, a lot of different options for that, which is really nice. So let's go back over here and let's look at our responses. So we have one response and we can go in and view the responses. We can view a chart. We can view the responses one by one. So here we just get kind of the basic information of the responses. You can also set up Zapier or direct integrations to different things. So you can collect all of the responses in a Google Sheet or in different, a lot of different things. You could post the response to Slack or get an email about it. So lots of flexibility there. We talked about sharing. And then you can also enable presentation mode, which is kind of cool. So if you're using this kind of as a way to show some feedback, you can show them like, okay, well, this is the, form that we used, and these are the responses and the views that we've seen over time. And here are all the different names and all the different ratings. So many different options, guys. So many different options. Let's go back here, and I want to show you that option with something that I have already. So this is the form I'm going to show you in just a second. So let's see here. All right, so I think that's good. Let's go in and take a look at it. So in just a minute, I'm going to show you this form so that you can fill it out if you like, but this is the responses that we have so far. So we can see kind of how this lined up on a daily basis. So I got 8 responses today. I got 3 responses on the 23rd and 2 responses on the 22nd. You can see all the different names of the businesses and or names of the people. Yeah. And then names of the businesses. And I have kind of who wants kind of an email about the directory once it's all together. And then, of course, all of the different submissions. So very, very cool. I love, love, love this tool. It is truly one of the best tools that I have found on AppSumo. It is $59. So let's take a look at the information on AppSumo. So you can see on the ticker below, we have the I guess it's weird. Okay. Not sure what's going on. Maybe we'll change it up a little bit. There we go. All right. I guess I wasn't showing it before when I was bigger. Okay, so, oh yeah, and it went away again. So I'll just stay small. How about that? All right, so in the ticker, sorry about that, we can see the URL to get Formaloo. It's just go.techie.mom/Formaloo. Put this in here. So super simple to get. It is my affiliate link, but I would really appreciate if you use it. So here is the Formaloo page, and we kind of already dive deep, but they have a little overview as well if you wanted to take a look. And then let's see all the different features. What I wanted to point out is what plan they have. So we're looking at the Pro plan. So that was the I believe that was, I'm going to just get out of full screen here for a second. Oops. Let's go back to their pricing page really quick. Yeah, so the Pro is the higher level, guys. This is a really awesome price. It's $10 more than if you were to do the monthly payments. So that's really awesome. So it's all the Pro plan updates, and then we have unlimited databases, forms and apps, records, branding removal, add your own logo, create a subdomain. So with license tier 1, the basic difference between the 3 license tiers is how many team members you have. So In the Pro, you're paying per user. And here, not only do you get all the Pro features, but you're getting 3 team members. And then with the second tier, you're getting 5 team members, and then 15, and then it just goes up from there. So this is such an amazing deal. For $59, you could have all your forms taken care of. Like I said, there's also a WordPress integration. So you can also go in and integrate all these forms with WordPress with a really simple short code. And it doesn't look like they're leaving your site, which is really awesome. This is a great alternative to WP Forms. It does a lot of the same things. The only kind of feature that I would say a WP Forms or more native plugin would have is the more native interaction with WordPress of the backend. So if you're doing a form to submit some kind of post type perhaps or something like that, then that might not be possible in this, but there's so much that's possible in this. So super awesome if this is something that you need now or think that you might need in the future. And honestly, every small business owner probably needs some kind of form and survey tool. I'm moving all of my course surveys and questionnaires to this. I'm moving all of my other forms to this. Basically, the only form plugin I'm using on my site besides this might be a really more integrated kind of front end form to submit a custom post type. But I could see this as being a great option for contact forms and lead magnets and all kinds of stuff. Lead magnets could go either way. If you use your kind of email marketing tool for your lead magnet, then that's probably the best way. But if you're not there yet and you get this, you could definitely do a Zap that would then email them the lead magnet or take them to a redirect where they could download the lead magnet. So there's a lot of ways that you can use this in all kinds of areas of your business. So I encourage you to get it, $59. Don't know when it will go away, and jump on it before too long. And then the last thing I want to do is do a little of a heads up for International Women's Day and what I'm doing. So I am creating a mom business directory. And I don't have all of the information yet, but it's coming soon and I will have it published by the 8th, which is International Women's Day. You have the short URL in the ticker below. It's go.techie.mom/mombiz. And this is the form. Again, I'm using Formaloo for this. So if we get started, it's a little kind of very simple form. I ask your name and your business name, an email, website, and website is required, but if you don't have one yet, just put not yet. If you have a logo, that would be super awesome. I may actually make this optional, but I would really love a logo if you guys have a logo. And then we'll add a logo really quick. I'm just gonna do anything for this example. And then just a little bit about what you sell. And this is all going to go directly into the directory. And my plan is that it will be filterable and searchable for a lot of different things. And then if you have a physical location, I was thinking just putting where you're located. So do Austin, Texas. I think you just put the city. Yeah, that works. And then do you want to be notified? So if you want to be notified, then I will put you into an email list that just has information about this directory, basically. And so then you just go in and submit and you're good to go. So encourage you, if you are a mom owned or founded, or you're running a business, and you're a mom, a grandma, a super grandma, or great grandma, I guess, submit your information. I would love to have you in the directory. I want to make this all inclusive for all the moms out there, and a way that we can just go and support each other when we're looking for something to buy or something that we need. So as a service and so forth. So take a look at it, see if you want to submit, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to click on that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube so that you get notifications for the next one. Okay, touch it. Oh.